Once again, warmly welcome to everyone here in Lycksele today. The theme is crossing borders. And crossing borders, as we've heard, is not only geographical. I would say it's mostly about a mindset. And before I start, I'm going to say that you're all very shortly, you're going to witness a ceremony of two regions being engaged. Because today, we're going to sign a memorandum of understanding between Region Västerbotten and the prefecture of Okayama through the Okayama University. And we will come back to that. So, we're all among friends today because you wouldn't be here if you hadn't already crossed a border. Some of you have crossed both a border geographically, but also the mindset. This day I've learned that the word lagom exists exactly like that in Japanese. They say shodoi. I hope I pronounce it pretty. No. But I just wanted to share that we do share a lot of words, in fact. So, why am I here presenting this? Well, many of you know that we have been trying to measure the innovation capacity in Västerbotten the last couple of years, and I'm looking especially at some of my lovely colleagues. It's been a tough job. And when we're trying to get feedback loops, we have done that online to get more regions and countries engaged. And did we ever get engagement? We got engagement from people from Finland, from France, from Italy, from many, many places. And through connections, through the Innovation Standard Committee, we got connections with Japan. And I was like, are they really interested in what we are doing? And the answer was yes. So I didn't really believe it, but one day I got this email, we're coming to Västerbotten, we want to meet you. And I'm not going to take her further that they came, and we have been visiting them, and now they're back, and we are going through the engagement today. And up to the stage now to tell us a little bit more about Okayama. I welcome up Vice President Mitsunobu Kano for Okayama University. The stage is yours. The stage is yours. So I can sit here.
Shall I start now? Thank you so much, really, for your kind introduction, Jenny. First of all, I may need to pretend I can speak på svenska a bit. Tack så mycket för er vänliga inbjudan. Sorry. Jag är väldigt glad över att få vara här med er idag. Thank you so much. Sorry that this is my limitation for svenska. So may I change my language to English, which is more familiar to you, some of you outside from Sweden. May I have the slide on, please? Okay. Here it is. Sorry. Here it is. So today I wish to share you the viewpoints not only from Okayama but from Japan, maybe, historically. It is to lighting up a corner, which is actually really rooted from some 1,200 years ago, I think. I will share you afterwards in detail more. So my titles here, you cannot read it, maybe. I'm so far having almost a quadruple helix of works, not only in academia, but also doing some work for industry, which is an education company from this April, And then for these almost 10 or so years, I have done my role in government, chairing the Committee for Human Development related to science and technology, chairing the committee. And also for philanthropy. I'm directing Honda Foundation, which is founded by Honda Company founder. The reason why I'm doing such many is not I wish to split myself into them, but also, but rather, I may say, but rather I have some core to do something. But before that, I wish to introduce you the scenic place from Okayama, which you have the river here. As we have the river here. And quite regrettably, we lose the castle, which lasted for almost 400 years at the World War II time by air raid. But still, we have the imitated shape, and we have the very nice park over there. So please, once come here. The message here may be quite important. Every great journey begins at home. Of course, we can be theoretical, to see Google, anything, AI, to have some information which is really theoretical. But I'm really sure that we need real experiences behind it. Only by letters we cannot know the truth, but we need to experience it. From that point of view, now I'm in Lexile, not only to Umeo. So here's a national treasure from Japan, rooted from, I think, 734 after, so AD. Yeah? The shape is from ancient Indian god of war named Ashura. And maybe this is representing how I act now. Having a lot of hands, mouth maybe, and also here are 3 faces actually. But you see, this is not splitted. You have one core here. So what is the core? That is something I will show you afterwards. So far it's academia, industry, government, philanthropy, as I told you, education, research, and society. This is something happening to your place as well. Yeah? Place as well. You need quadruple helix, or sometimes triple helix, maybe you can say, that it is not only to circulate money, but also you may wish to have all those sectors to make it something happen. So what is it? From my point of view, it is to discovering your own combination of a talent to contribute to the others. So this is the meaning of lighting up a corner from 1,200 years ago, someone said. And I'm sure this is the essence of well-being. I'm originally from medicine, actually, from clinical medicine, and therefore saw a lot of dying people who seem to feel that the reflections from their lives, what are regrettable, seems to be whether you have tried something that you wish to try. Another point is whether your life seems to be worth enough. Maybe it is, you can feel that from whether you delighted someone else around you. If this is the case, maybe this is a very nice way to summarize what we wish to do as human beings. And if that's the case, then let's make it earlier in our life. This is the reason why I'm getting into education now than to see elderly people. So sorry for elderly people, but I wish to make this happen to younger people now. And this is the reason why I'm now in charge of affiliated school to the university, which is ranging from 3 years old to 15 years old, right? Yeah. and wish to develop the way to make people feel this and also realize this in their lives. This is, I think, the other way round of having the terminology of innovation. Don't you think so? The original meaning of innovation, defined by Schumpeter, was the new combination to make something new for value to. You might have heard of that, yeah? Because you are really keen on the innovation management now. And this is another national treasure. This time it is from 17th century, I think, done by Honami Koetsu. And shaping, this is actually the pen case, ancient pen case, but shaped not like that. Having some letters on it, lead is covering that shape. What's happening here is that you have a poem from 1,000 years ago saying that love is so unstable, like the boat's bridge on that river. You may see the same here, maybe more concrete now. But what's interesting here is that you don't have the letter for bridge. You have only by the shape. This might be a very interesting way to depict the sense of having a bridge. And this is quite unique because you use not only wood, but also metal on it to shape this that box. So this is another national treasure. Here are some writing from 9th century done by Saicho, who is a Buddhist priest, telling about the importance of lighting up a corner. We say it's ichigu o terasu. Here you can see the letter O. I cannot show you, but here is. This is national treasure. And here you can see to shine 1,001 place. You can recognize this as lighting a corner, but you can also recognize this as if you shine from one corner, you can shine 1,000 kilometers too, both ways. It's really astonishing to have this way of writing, almost all in 800 or so AD. Another thing this is happening here is that if you say something but cannot do anything, that's bureaucratic. Not my saying, but what they say. If you do both saying and realizing it, that's national treasure. Going here. So I think these notions are still alive here, not only in Japan, but also in your places too, Västerbotten. The reason why I wish to have more collaboration with you is that Västerbotten is a place where you have the innovative mind and passion for that. Almost, maybe, I can say. If there is only people from Västerbotten, I would say, yes, this is you. But maybe it's too strong sometimes for people outside of it. But still, I feel that it is really nicely done in Västerbotten. And that's the reason why I'm really happy to have you as a partner. But you can see that there are ancestors in my country to saying that happen. Of course, you know that by saying means that you don't realize it yet. So maybe if we don't need to say, means that we are totally successful. But before that, we needed to say something. And this has been said almost 1,200 years ago, which means that human beings are really same for time, and we wish to have this happen. We wish to therefore follow that trial. Now, this is the how realized in a temple the word of Saicho. This is from Hieizan Endyakuji, which is reside in Kyoto, not in Okayama. You see, this is a failure, but you see three actually lanterns here, which means that only one lantern cannot make it happen. But you need three, which means you need triple helix, right? In various meaning you can see from here, but in this case maybe different ways. But actually we have three lanterns needed to make it happen. And actually the fire inside it is said to be continuously burnt for these 1,200 years. Actually, we had some potential stoppage by attack from Oda Nobunaga, who's a warlord in around 1680. But actually, at that time, the fire has been escaped to somewhere else, then revived in the same temple after they are rebuilt, which is another way of having some message to ourselves now, that if you wish to have it continued, then you need some friends outside of you too to continue it, we can recognize. This is how it has been, I would say, if you have only one lantern to make it happen. Here, this is another national treasure dated back to 1,200 or so, which is shape of a demon. Demons are normally stepped below Buddha to be suppressed. But in this case, what's interesting is that they are now main figure, to show that they are not only the existence, just suppressed by the superpower. You can see. You can be therefore independent to burden a lantern, to shine a corner, as he do, by facial expression of tolerance, maybe. You are doing this now, maybe. I'm doing too. Or I felt I did that too. An example, if I may share you, is that it's not great sometimes to have the 4 or more roles at once. But, for example, facing the national budgetal status really hard now for Japan. We have almost 2.5 times more of GDP to have as national debt for Japan. Quite unfortunate. I may need to say that Japanese people are educated to be so calm and also so obedient, may I say, to the governmental powers, so that they are somehow leaning on the other people, some other people in more power could do something for you. But actually, I'm afraid to say that that kind of tendency may not save the country. You may have, I looked up whether Sweden has similar situations before. It seems to have, in around 1990s or so. And at that time, I learned that your nationality people were really brave enough and also creative enough by individually, not only as the country or government do, but you yourself did something to make changes happen, to have the better situation. I believe that Japan, it's now Japan's turn to do the similar. But actually to do so, we may need to change the mindset of the national people, I may say. And if that's the case, I think that the younger people may be more flexible enough to change their minds. Elderly, maybe including me, may not be flexible enough anymore because you know the successful time before, then we could stick to such time. But actually, for the younger people, it's their future. They're having such debt as a country. And if you wish to have, for example, better medicine in the future, it could not be sometimes supported by tax money anymore. So people need to be keen on what they can do. So from this point of view, I making effort to say the various sectors I'm now reaching. First of all, for example, to the school, when I have some meeting on more money needed. I praise, for example, the manager of a school that because of you, we can keep the discipline for the financial status. Because of that, you say no sometimes to the teachers. But for the teachers, of course, you can ask anything you need. But to the extent you can feel it is affordable if that happened in some other schools, then you can feel that, well, this is maybe too much. Well, this is still affordable as the tax money, and so on. I'm also telling the similar story in the governmental committees that if money goes to academia, whether that's possible to save the national budgetal status or not, we may need to think about that now. Although there are not many people telling that yet, but I wish to say that. Whether the money going to such creative sector can save the whole economy to rebuild or not. Sometimes it would be a very tough question for some academicians who wish to make things just profound. But if there are any people who may be also interested in the rebuild or rebirth kind of the economical status, then I hope that the people may be persuaded by listen to that kind of comments. I hope. It's of course sometimes that I can feel loneliness because I'm a bit too strict maybe to tell these things in a governmental committee. But I believe that someone needed to do. And if there are any followers coming in to my party, then that will be very nice. And I hope that with your help from Sweden, Västerbotten, we can be more brave to go to that travel to make some goals happen. I hope. Well, from this point of view, I have used this figure. Having the lantern on your head, showing a very strict facial expression. I now wish to therefore change this into some different way. It is this. This is actually the paired figure or sculpture with the previous one. The previous one told to be dragon, rolling demon. This is named as heaven. Now you can show the lantern high up with your hands and showing the facial expression of, passion, I would say. Not angry, passion, I would say. And if you have done already in your place, Västerbotten, to show this happened with the innovative mind in the brain here, then I wish to have you as friend to make this also happen in Japan, not only in Okayama, but in Japan, I hope. Connected with peers, lived in the light with conviction and shared strength. So actually, I was given almost 20 minutes, but still I have only one last slide. This is another national treasure, actually, dated back to 400 years again. This is done by a picture named Mitsunobu Kano. Actually, the same sound as my life, myself. No actual connection, I don't know, but they're quite same as the name of the picture painter. He was a son of a very famous painter who has been contributing much to the more powerful people by writing more powerful pictures. But with his picture, you can see some fika, lagom, not so powerful, but really gorgeous still. And you have a lot of parts from the nature. Insects, flowers, grass, and clouds maybe, mountains. I think this is what we are wishing to share as a goal. Every one of us can show the lantern to any corner you wish to have as the place to be shine. And such diversity in the society may make the society shone like this, I hope. So for this purpose, I wish to have you as a friend, not only signing by papers, but doing something more than that, concretely, to make this happen by pinching some superpowers in between us. Although we are about 8,000 kilometers away, but still, we can be the friends with. Thank you very much. Tack så mycket.
Thank you so much. And up on stage, I would like Patrik Sällström, our regional development director.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, and please, can you gentlemen come over here? And I would like to ask you a few, well, you know, in sports you ask this question, how does it feel? You're soon about to sign a memorandum of understanding.
Yeah.
But it's just a paper. But
It's not just a paper. My hope and my expectations are, of course, that this memorandum of understanding or letter of intent will actually result in a deeper and broader partnership between Okayama and Västerbotten regarding issues related to trade, regional growth, innovation, entrepreneurship, sustainability, and community development, of course. And of course, a good relationship, we start with speaking to each other, understanding each other, sharing experience, and enabling trust. And finally, we find common interests where we can collaborate for mutual benefits. So this is a good start, and maybe it's time to sign.
Yes, I believe so. Yes,
So,
yes.
feel free to be seated.
Yep.
And welcome to open the books.
Final page. Yeah.
So we have the signing places.
Yes.
Where we'll go from now on.
Yes. And the procedure goes that when they have signed, they're switching the books.
switching.
Yes, switching.
Thank
Yep.
you.
Yara. Now we have done.
There it is.
We're engaged.
Thank you. Maybe we needed to shake hands
Yeah.
by holding these two.
Yes, they can be.
Really.
Yeah.
With the
Skill we
pictures.
need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
Yes.
and
Thank you.
with us today, we've been having President Tora Holmberg for Umeå University among us today. Tora, you have great experience with corporations. What do you think about this? Please.
Oh, I am very happy about this collaboration. And from Umeå University, we have a tradition of collaborating with Japanese universities for a long time with very good results. And I would like to say that what is Västerbotten? What kind of place is it? It's sparsely populated, but people are close. We are used to working together and to collaborate. And I've also learned that the same goes for Okayama, and that we share this collaborative culture among us. And so this really, I think, is promising for the future. And I really personally very much look forward to collaborating further and deeper with Okayama University. Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you very
much.
much.